deciding to go on a mission is definitely a hard one, especially if you are maybe already in school or you have a good job. If you have, like if life is going good for you, you've got good stuff at home, I think that's the hardest time to leave. That was at least my situation. But putting full faith and trust in God and knowing that that was what He needed me to do at that point in my life was challenging, but in the end it was a huge blessing. Also having family members that may not support your decision, or maybe not support, but they don't agree with the decision, is also very difficult. But again, that's a bigger test of faith that God puts out for us. I faced that, and it was really hard, but in the end, it helped me realize that even though maybe my family didn't agree with my decision, they were supportive of me, and because they loved me. And I know a lot of missionaries that go out into the field that have that struggle as well, that their families don't agree or don't support their decision, and it's a hard one, but in the end, it makes it all worth it because your family will see and feel of that example. As far as preparing for a mission, that was really hard because I didn't really have anyone in my immediate family that had gone on a mission aside from my dad, but he is now inactive as well. So I didn't really know what mission prep was like. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what the MTC would be like. It was just going to be a surprise, and I just was going full-fledged into this mission with like blind eyes. Looking back, I definitely wish I would have studied Preach My Gospel more before going into the MTC, and really understanding the restoration, I think, would have been huge for me. I understood the basics of it, but I didn't really know a lot of why there was a need for a restoration. And I had to learn that in the MTC, which luckily I learned that before going into the field, but there was a lot of things that I never really understood or didn't think I needed to know until I got to the MTC, and then it just was like a smack in the face of all this information. So I definitely think studying Preach My Gospel before going into the MTC would have been helpful. And going out with the missionaries ahead of time too would also be really good. I did that a few times, and that helped me to get a sense of what lessons are like and what missionaries do when they're talking to people. I wish I would have done it more before I left, but I did get the chance to go out a few times, and that was very helpful for me.